Welcome everybody. This is the sniper. I'm here with Jason and Juan, and this is pretty much gonna. This is our first podcast as the option traders.
That's right.
Um,
Excited.
so we've pretty much revamped our server, all social media. Starting off, March has been an exciting month for us. Um, and we're gonna try to continue that going into April. So this is since this is our first podcast, we're just gonna go over an intro, introduce ourselves, reintroduce ourselves to our current members and audience, and even to our new members. We've been getting an influx of members this weekend as we're gonna try to restart this $1 million challenge. Seems that's what everyone's looking forward to. So,
We're here for.
so we're gonna really dive into that. Hopefully this can be a successful thing for the server. I'm looking forward to it. I know Bullseye, Frankie, and the admins all ready for it as well. I go by the sniper. Um, I'm known as the Bing Bong guy. uh, uh, pretty much what a Bing Bong is to me is 100% banger on my calls. Um, I've had plenty in March. March has been
You had a hot
really,
March.
yeah, March was fantastic, man. I just really hope I can continue this into April. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 100% or more
That's
plays
crazy.
out of
Iron.
out of 31 call outs. And right now I stood at only two losses out of 31. I
That's
do
wild.
have I do have two plays out there. I have CRWD and Tilray. Um, I'm just waiting on those. I have plenty of time on both of those call outs. Um, CRWD is 520 and Tilray is 617. So with the decriminalization of marijuana, this thing should get going. I think they have earnings this week as well. I think I saw it from that earning whispers calendar. Um, I'm not sure. I hate playing earnings, honestly.
Yeah, they have it on the 6th.
Yeah. I
Tomorrow?
might. It might be.
No, Wednesday.
So Wednesday.
Mhm.
Wednesday morning.
It says pre-market. So yeah.
Pre-market. So Monday and Tuesday. Hope if I can get 20% on that, that'll be great. I'll probably sell most of it and just let one or two ride. It was a fairly small play, nothing crazy. Um, yeah, I like to mostly swing my plays. I leave the day trading up to Juan, Bullseye, and Frankie. I mean, I'll get into a day trade once in a while if I really see it. And most of the time, honestly, my swing plays wind up being day trades.
Yeah.
Once I see that 17-20% profit, I'm locking it in. I'll sell about half of it or three-fourths of it and just leave runners. Most of the time, those runners wind up being my 100% bangers.
Yep.
If you look at my channel, so that's a pretty good strategy that I like doing, and I'm gonna stick with it as well. A lot of members ask, how many contracts do you buy? I hate telling people how many contracts I buy only because I don't
They want to
really know.
copy.
It's not even copy, but it's just if these contracts go to shit, then their account goes to shit. So if I
Right.
buy
Right.
if I buy 10 of them, let's say $4 a contract, that's 4 grand right there.
Yeah.
What if your account is really holding five and that contract goes to shit? You're down to a
Yeah.
$1,000. So I'd rather you play to what your account is. So buy one contract or buy two contracts. Sell half at 20%. Leave that runner, that one contract go. If it goes down to about 15%, lock in profit.
Yep.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
leave it
I,
up
I
to
think a lot of it is I think a lot of it is members want to know your conviction in the trade, right? So if you're heavy in the trade, then you really have that conviction. Where if you're
Correct.
light in the trade, maybe you don't. But I think what it
Right.
comes down to is you're always convicted of your decision, right?
Right.
I mean, no matter how many contracts you buy, you want to make money with 2 contracts or 200 contracts.
Yep.
Right?
Right. So every time a member asks me is, you know, how many do I have? I never tell them. But what I do tell them is if I feel good about the trade, I'll post the trade.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
My call outs have no significance as to, you know, how confident I am. I'm always confident in my trade if I put out that trade.
Right.
And that's where I leave it at. I just have a hard time just putting it out there, honestly. I mean, it could be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 contracts. You will never know.
Yeah.
You'll know exact. I think some people kind of know what I do when I sell half, and then I'll
Right.
sell
Well,
more,
sure.
and then one. And I think some of them are catching on to that, but it all depends on the size too. I'm not. I hardly ever play Tesla or Amazon. Um, I'll do a crazy lotto once in a while. I think the highest contract I played was like $19 a contract, but I sold at 22 and got out.
Yeah.
That I only had about one contract. I just I just don't like playing big contracts like that.
If you don't mind asking, me asking, what about, when it comes to your account size, like percentage wise, what do you go in percentage wise with, for
I
each
don't.
play?
It depends on the contract.
Depends.
Yeah, I'll do about 5-10%.
Yeah.
I don't hold like I if you look at my plays, I'm not holding many calls out there anyway.
Yeah.
I'm holding about 4 or 5 contracts. And only then I'll like if I sell 1 or 2 contracts, then I'll look at another play. So my goal is to have about 4 to 5 open contracts, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Like I said, I'm the swing guy. I like swinging, but they turn out into day trades. Um, I like trying to go for that bing bongs. I'm not gonna lie, it gets me excited, gets me amped up. It gets some of the members amped up. But I'm just hoping April continues. And we have a great April like we did
Yep.
March.
Yeah,
For the
March was good.
members that don't know, my spreadsheet is always available. It's actually pinned in my sniper channel. If you go into the pin, there's a spreadsheet there that gets updated pretty much every night, along with our um, our spreadsheet for the admins in general. The only admin who doesn't get posted on there is Jason because he does his wild strategy plays, and there's really no place for me to put those things. So I let him do his own thing. And I think you do your quarterly statement like you do.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah. On my covered calls, I do a monthly
yeah
kind of recap.
yeah. I'm Jason. You can take over. You can
Yep.
introduce yourself.
Sure. So my name is Jason. I'm kind of on the other side of most of these guys. I sell options more than I buy, other than the occasional put debit spread or some kind of put play as a hedge. I'm selling covered calls, selling cash secured puts, credit spreads, either on the call side or the put side. But I go for lower risk, lower reward, higher probability type stuff. I'm not super active on trading just because the nature of covered calls, they take time to develop. So I'm usually in plays for a week up to a month. I mean, I've got stocks I've been selling calls on since November. So it all depends on what the stock's doing, what the premium's like. I'm just lowering my cost basis and collecting income. That's sort of what I do. I also do dividend investing, so I'm pretty active on the dividend stuff, buying equity. I spend a lot of time researching company financials, dividend histories, payout ratios, things like that. So if anybody has any questions about dividend stocks, I can sort of give my insight on that as well. But I like the income generation. I'm kind of preparing for retirement. Hope to be there in a few years and be able to just generate income on stocks that I'm holding. Right now I'm at almost 40% for the year on my covered call account, which I'm very happy with. My goal was 40% for the year, and I'm at 38% in the first 3 months. So it's gone really well. And I trade a few tickers. I'm holding 4 tickers now. I have Camping World, Cisco, SoFi, and Riot. Those are my 4 tickers, and I just play off them until they get called away. I'm not married to any stocks. I play them for the income. If they get called away, they get called away. If my cash script gets assigned, I start the wheel. It's really all I do. It's high probability, it's lower profit, but it's easy to manage. It's easy to manage with a 9 to 5 job, especially because I don't have to sit there and watch the market all day long.
Yeah.
Makes life easier for me.
Hey, can you
I don't have to be all that active.
can you talk about your IRA challenge that I love?
Yeah, so I've kind of put that on hold for now just because of, so my job changed their 401k match. So I've really bumped up to match that 401k, which spread me a little bit thin on funds to do my IRA. But what I've been doing is every week putting in $115 to get that $6,000 IRA maximum by the end of the year. And we're just buying dividend stocks. Most of them are lower growth, but they're steady income payers. And, it's all about compounding. Over time, compounding is the key. You build wealth through compounding. It's no longer a job. It's passive. It's, you don't have to think about it anymore. You don't have to do any work. Companies are paying you to, hold equity in their company. And it's just super easy. It's really enjoyable for me. I love numbers. I love looking at the financials and that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun for me. And I know, especially, it's something I wish somebody taught me when I was younger. If I was, if I'm talking to somebody that's in their 20s, man, it's crucial to get starting investing early. Just if anything, if it's $100 a month, if it's $50 a month, anything you can invest for the long term when you're young is absolutely key. And that's kind of what I try to stress in our Discord is start early and stay consistent with it for sure. But
Sure, man.
I mean, that's about it. I mean, that's what I do. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy, low risk, low activity.
Yeah,
Nice.
I can't wait till it gets rolling again, man. It's a pretty cool challenge. I think some of the members are actually taking your advice and buying what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I
Following
get
along
some
pretty well.
DMs about, asking for advice. And of course, I can't tell them what to do with their money, but I can give my opinion on what I think about the company and kind of what I see in the numbers, which
Sure.
I really enjoy.
Sick,
Juan?
sick. Yeah. So, I know my name in the chat room is Scalp Admin, but you're not gonna see a ton of plays for me. My focus right now is gonna be, or has been, my small account. That's just more of a thing for me. I'm not trying to grow it for anybody else. It's just it's almost like I want to guarantee myself that if I can manage to grow this account, no matter how long it takes me slowly, then I can manage whatever amount of an account I have in the future. That's basically what, at the end of the day, what it is for me. My plays, on average, my hold time is roughly 8 minutes. Just to give you guys a sense of what my average hold time is of a play. And that's been I've been tracking that since, June of last year. So that's pretty accurate when it comes to hold time. I'm in and out. I look for that volume spike whenever, we get those volume spikes in options. If there's flow, big flow, everything, those premium spike really well. And I'm typically selling into that premium spike right now. I'm buying 1 or 2 contracts at a time, nothing big, but I don't leave for big runners. I'm taking my, 20, 30, 40%. I think my average winner right now is about 35%. And I'm a very mathematical person, so and very risk adverse person. So I'm always managing my plays on a risk to reward ratio and average percentage of gain versus average percentage of loser. And then, if I'm wrong, just step away. Yeah, I have no problem just exiting quick. So that's how I play. That's, you know, how I'm gonna continue to play. It's just, it's the quality of plays for me. It's not the quantity of plays for me. And, you know, just gotta continue about.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, for sure.
One thing you said was how you track your time. I think that's incredible.
Yeah,
Um, I think that's one thing members or new members should do is not track their time, but track their plays. Just to see what went wrong in your trade. I think that's why I personally I still keep a spreadsheet. My spreadsheet, I look at what I did wrong. I do have a notebook where I jot down why I took what I took. Um, and I think members should do the same. Um, even if you got to track, I mean, so there's some traders out there who track their emotions on why
Oh, yeah,
they took what
sure.
they took. So that's all part of the psychological thing. When when traders say this is all meant, this is a mental game as well. It truly is. If you track your trades, track your progression or digression, you'll see exactly what went wrong, what went right, how you were feeling, even after a trade, after you close out on trade. Are you overconfident? Overconfidence can kill you as well.
yeah.
Um, you know, like for me, like I was on a hot streak. I went, I think, 20 in a row, and Bullseye kept saying, "Calm the fuck down," kind of thing. Like chill out. Because I kept saying, I was like, bro, like I've never done this many in a row like this. Like this is kind of crazy. And he
Yeah.
goes, yeah, just chill out, just stop looking at it, don't worry about it, just keep on, play your next play. And that's exactly what I did. But for members, just keep track of your trades, keep track of your emotions. Don't get overhyped. And you'll start seeing the money flow in for sure. Um, yeah, we we do have more admins out there. Um, we got Kelly who couldn't make it. She's pretty much like a swing. She's a swing trader at best.
Yeah, yeah, I would say
Um,
that.
V as well. He's a swing trader, and we got Bullseye, who's a mixture of psychopath. Um,
Did he just join? I think he just joined.
yeah. He's pretty much a day trader. He's a risk taker. He's the earnings junkie. Frankie, our new admin, is, as you can see in the his channel, day trader at best, scalper. We have a lot of great talent here. We might make another addition here soon. That will be announced maybe this week or next week. But he'll be coming in as a moderator. Um, I'm looking forward to having him on board as well.
Excellent.
Um, yeah, we got some great members, man. They contribute a lot. Admins as well. Um, like I said, I'm looking forward to this new adventure for us. Um, I do have a top play for you guys. I am looking. Let me share my screen real quick. You see that?
Yeah.
Snapper. Um, I do like Snap. Um, daily chart looks pretty nice. Um, I'm not too familiar with the whole strat thing, but I do know the 222 bullish Randy Jackson here. I won't take this until it gets above my fib line of 37.83. Um, I got to get a hold of Bullseye for this, but he's familiar with the strat. He will be playing a lot of strat plays. I got to see what his pretty much trigger is to get into this, but I'm assuming this is going to be anything over a 37.83 move here. I'll be grabbing some calls. Um, this just continues to look bullish real quick. I just hope Q's continue on here. Um, weekly charts looking solid too. They don't have earnings until the end of the month, so I'll probably grab a 520 call. I think it was the $40 call, $40, 520, $40 calls. They're going for about a little over $3. Um, so yeah, I'll keep a lookout on for Snap this week. I'm liking it. I just hope Tech does as well. So that's my pick of the week, Snap.
Nice. Well,
Nice. I like it.
I'm looking at just the consumer staples and healthcare sector in general. If you look at their sector ETFs, those sector ETFs they look really good on the weekly charts, on the daily charts. And if you go into some individual stocks, I know like I was looking at Labu. Labu was putting in a nice daily range down here towards its lows. So, and it's starting to get a little volatile in its range. So I think any, I mean, anything over, let me see if I can pull up. Can I share screen here?
Yeah.
No.
The-
Oh yeah, I see it.
share
I see
screen.
it. Yep. I don't know if you guys can see that there.
Yep.
Yeah, just this range right here in general. I mean, anything over that range, it calls for an explosive move here anywhere into this 19 area, 20 area range. And then I mean, its contracts have, I mean, decent open interest, decent volume coming through, even the June ones for, what is this, 20? I mean, good open interest here. They're not too expensive or anything, so. I don't mind holding this one a little longer just because this one's a little bit slower of a mover, but this one, I mean, like I said, this, you can tell this is picking up some volatility in this range, anything over this, and I think it can explode. So I'll be looking to probably let this go same day. I mean, its delta is really, really nice. So a good dollar move on this is going to get you a good 40-50% on the contract.
A lot of green volume.
Yeah, super, super. I mean, this is really bullish price action right here. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the healthcare sector ETF is XLV. And then you can just tell, I mean, you can just tell like, look, like this hammer from last week, this volume could be just pushing this through. I mean, it doesn't have any supply till 139.80, almost 140. So it has some room to move on the weekly. This thing's coming out of a mini flag. So, I mean, overall, this looks really bullish. I'm watching Labu into next week for sure.
I like it.
Nice.
Jason, you got anything?
Jason,
Oh, sure. I mean, mine aren't exciting. So I'm looking at a couple dividend plays. Verizon and Campbell Soup have dividends this week. So depending on what my Cisco trade does tomorrow, Cisco goes ex-dividend on Tuesday. So if my shares get called away on Tuesday, I'll be playing either Verizon or Campbell's. I'll do a buy right. So I'll buy the shares, 100 shares, do an in the money call, and either collect the premium or collect the dividend. And I've also got Conagra Foods is earnings play this week, so I might do an iron condor on Conagra, collect a little bit of premium there, and let Theta do its work and make some money. Pretty easy. I'll set supply lines just to kind of place my supply and resistance to place my iron condor, and then just watch it decay. That's the plan for the week. Real easy for me.
Nice.
Bullseye, you got anything? You just hanging out? No.
Yeah, I'm kind of just hanging out.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Go Snap. Your entry would be the last candle on the high.
Last candle on the high.
But you missed the bullish RNJ. It already happened. Now you will hope for continuation, which normally happens.
Yeah, I think if it can get over to 37.83, it could hit 40. That was a previous resistance there. at 40. So like I said, I'm only gonna take it if it gets above 37.83. Hope for that continuation. All right,
Watch crypto. Crypto looks like it wants to explode to 53.
53.
Yes, sir.
3. That's a 6,000 move. Yeah, it's coming down here though. It's at 46,390. All right.
Sick.
All right,
Cool.
I'm excited for this week, man. We're gonna start our $1 million challenge back up starting tomorrow. So
That's exciting. That's good stuff. That's exciting.
looking forward to it. Looking forward
And
to
I spoke to Frankie, and the breakdown he has once he gets to 1K, it's pretty impressive.
let's get to 1K, man.
That's the
That'll
key.
be
Yeah,
slow and steady, man.
That's the hard part. He said. He asked, why didn't we just start at 1K?
I mean, we could. I think 300 is a
Yeah.
lot more
It's a better
convenient.
entry.
Yeah, I mean, even for members,
Yeah.
like we don't know what account these members are holding, so I think 300 or even 500 is a good number. We could have boosted it up to 5, but we'll start at 3. See how far we can get this going. It's always hard with a small account, so
He said that when I spoke to him earlier, IWM he's watching, and the next one is also he's eyeing for a monster move. Could be Twilio.
Tulio, I was looking at that chart. Tulio has an inverse head and shoulders on the daily. And it has a key level at 177 even. Anything over 177, this thing is going to 190 minimum first move, and then it's probably tapping 215.
don't
That's-
tempt me with a good time.
That's exactly what he said.
I saw Tulio a couple charts ago.
Oh, I see exactly what you're seeing.
Yeah, this thing. I mean, the first explosive move, it's at the very minimum, it's tapping 190 from that 170 range.
That's a 13 point. 170. That's a 20-point move.
Easily, yeah,
I mean, Twilio can move.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's its ATR on the daily? Almost 11.
I mean, we've
Goodness.
seen it go 15, 20 easily.
Yeah.
What are they? Cloud? What are they? Cloud? What do they do?
That's a great question. Hang on, Twilio.
Twilio is a software company, technology services. from what I
Yes,
see
sir.
there.
Web
It's
services for
cloud-
APIs. Yep.
Yeah,
cloud-based.
cloud-based.
Yeah, man. I mean, this thing can get moving here over 170, over 175, 176,
It's 166 right now, right?
Yeah.
169.50. It ended at, yeah.
I like 190 even this week easily.
Yeah.
Yo, what happened? What happened to real? I know we're not gonna keep this long. What happened to Home Depot and Lowe's? They've been getting pounded.
I was talking to another member about it in the chat room last week. And if you look at it, it also has a head and shoulders on the daily, Home Depot.
Wow. More drop. Jeez.
And then lumber has been taking a huge hit. I don't know if it's if it's gonna come back down, and that's why it's been bringing Lowe's and Home Depot with it. But just lumber in general, this thing
Yeah.
is.
I think it's at a little support zone right here from a previous low. Back in February, it was this low.
Yeah, this thing's taking it. It has a key level right here. Lowe's has a key level right at 200.
Sure.
I
I think
checked-
last time it was last year of June 18th.
That's wild.
Yep.
I think I checked Home Depot. Isn't it like a triple bottom from the year?
I mean, if you go back to January.
1, 2, yeah,
three.
3 from June of last year, triple
Yep.
bottom. That is,
Interesting.
yeah, that's a wild low right there.
This went from 420 to 300. I mean, there's a lot of stocks out there that are, the prices are just insane. Yeah, so I think we can wrap this up here.
Yeah,
Looking forward to this week. Looking forward to
Excellent,
this,
yes.
this challenge to get started. We'll be back next week with another episode.
for
For
sure.
sure.
All right, guys. See ya.
All right, see you
Peace.
tomorrow.